Welcome Aries to the channel. It's Robin here, and my channel is AriesFireTarot. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in here today. I think I have a bad shadow going across my face, but I hope that's okay for you guys. So I gave you a little shot of some of the cards. I just got a brand new deck, and it's called the Good Tarot. So I'm pretty pumped about this deck. It looks like stunning. Beautiful. So I spent time meditating with this deck, and I was going to start the readings like I always do. I always start with Aquarius. You know, Aquarius starts is like January, and like my dad's an Aquarius, so, and I just follow through that way, and I do that for all my readings. You know, the taroscopes and everything. That's how I do all my reads, just to keep track of it that way. It just works for me. But so I was getting ready to do a little bonus reading because I have a new deck, and I really just felt compelled to start with Aries this time. So here we are. You guys are going to be the first read I've done with this brand new deck, fresh out. I just like unboxed it yesterday, and then you know, I have a ritual when I get a new deck to just touch every card and shuffle them over and over and over again, just to get my magic basically infused into the deck. So we'll see what these cards have to say, and I really hope that you enjoy these cards and enjoy the reading that is going to come out here. So yeah, I just wanted to do a bonus reading because that's what I was guided to do, so that's what I'm about to do. So I generally turn the camera down to the cards as they come out, but because this is my first reading, I really want to just stay in contact with you guys as I do this. And of course, you know, I'm an Aries, so you know, you guys are all my tribe out there. I've just been shuffling steady in the background here to really get this going, and I'm mindful of your time. I don't like to do a big long dialogue, like it's not the Late Show or anything like that, but just wanted to explain what was happening here. New deck, first reading ever, and this will be for Aries or cross watchers, like whoever, you know, if you're guided to the video, there's something here for you. So keep in mind with that, guys, this is going to be a general read. I just hope you enjoy it, and I hope it resonates. So I'm going to do one more shuffle, and let's dig into this deck. I'm really excited. So I'm going to do a deck cut, and I'm going to grab this card, and I'm not even going to look at it. I'll show it to you guys. So you've got the Two of Air here. Like, first of all, like, beautiful, beautiful artwork. I love the colors in this deck. So the Two of Air is Swords, right? So when you're seeing this card, it's like kind of going back and forth and having that discussion in your head, you know, where, well, hey, maybe we should go out and do some shopping today. It's like, oh, I'm not really in the mood to do that. Or having this conversation with yourself about, you know, maybe it's time for lunch, but oh, I'm too lazy to cook, you know what I mean? But this is a big decision going on here that you're going back and forth and back and forth. And, you know, if you wait too long where you're having this in-depth discussion with yourself, not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, Aries, I mean, we're hilarious and entertaining and all of that, but you're burning time, you know, in the meantime. I'm just doing a deck cut here. You know, it's not doing you really any good. It's like the longer you take to decide, the longer your pro and con list gets. You're not getting anywhere. It's kind of like spinning your wheels. You know, it's like having your foot on the brake and the gas at the same time and expecting to go somewhere. It's not going anywhere. So, man, this deck is hard on my hands. It's huge, and I just have tiny hands, look. So it's hard for me to shuffle. So we have the Ace of Water here. So the Ace of Water would be the Ace of Cups. So there's definitely something new coming in for you, but I'm really just seeing with the combination of the Two of Air and the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups. So something very deeply emotional coming in, but do you want it or not? So I'm going to pull, I think I'll do 4 cards with this, you guys, because it is a bonus reading. Wow. 10 of Earth, you guys, is the 10 of Pentacles. Depending on which deck that you're more familiar with, like the 10 of Pentacles would be, you know, the jackpot card. It's depicted sometimes by the treasure chest that's overflowing with money, you know, and you've got this all coming in here, but what I'm really seeing is feelings of maybe, I'm really just getting the sense that some of you may not feel like it's what you deserve. And this could be sort of at a subconscious level, you know. And this is why people, instead of listening to affirmations, they might listen to subliminals, or like, especially when sleeping, because you know that conversation that you have back and forth in your brain, that's somehow how people can react to affirmations. If you're listening to affirmations throughout the day, you know, you throw on your favorite YouTube law of attraction or affirmations, and here's this busybody voice in the background arguing with your affirmations. So it could be just this back and forth, this ridiculousness, where old you is saying, like old programmed you is saying, nah, no, we're gonna stay right here. You know, we don't really want this new beginning that's coming in with the Ace of Water. Yeah, we're just gonna stay on this same level financially here. We're good, you know, and that's not what conscious you wants. And conscious you is like going like, what is happening here? Where is it? And it's because there's like, I got the word subatomic that I never use. Subatomic, like internal dialogue that you're probably not even aware of as you're like going, you know, on your path and like, hey, everything's groovy and this is taking a bit longer than I expected. Like, what up, spirits? You know, throw me a frickin' bone over here. So, whoa. Okay, yikes. Okay, so these 2 cards are like, read me, Robin. So let's go. I'll pick them both up. 9 of Earth, you guys, and the 10 of Air. Wow, this is just absolutely stunning. So the 10 of Air is saying, yo, your current like little diatribe, internal struggle, it's gonna come to an end here. You just have to stop paying attention to the negative voice, you know, or find a way to circumvent it. You know, I think it was, like, I read 2 books recently, I talk about them frequently. 3 Magic Words, I can't remember the author, and then Bob Proctor, You Were Born Rich. And they all talk about, they both talk about, like, reprogramming everything, all these little, you know, programs in your brain that you were brought up with, and letting that all go. So I can see that it is going to come to an end for you, Aries, because we have this absolutely stunning 10 of Air. And the 10 of Air is like, you know how the Death card looks so horrific. The 10 of Air is like, okay, this phase of your life is going to end, so don't worry. And I really just, this is just such an amazing artwork, because you've got an angel there and the feathers are coming down and it's all signs from the angels that everything is going to be okay. You know, so as you learn, as you start to really focus on being able to ignore the inner dialogue that is not doing you any good other than causing you frustration. And this could happen to some of you also while you're meditating, right? Where you get that just, you know, you're doing your thing, you're breathing in and out, you're doing your mantra, whatever. And then, hey, I think you forgot to fill up on gas on the car. Just let it go. Like, you don't have to pay attention to it. You don't have to bark an order at it like, hey, shut up over there. You don't have to do any of that. You can just go, all right, you know, and then move on. You don't have to react at all. You know, it's just let it go. And I think it was really timely. I saw some meme. It's funny, I get a lot of my wisdom from memes these days, but it was like, when you're thinking, you leave the front door open and leave the back door open too. And that's so that the thought can go right through, and left and right brain don't have to pay any attention to it all. It doesn't have to like invite the thought in for tea or anything. It's just, hey, get out of here. And I'm going to carry on with my abundance seeking, with healing my heart, and you can do all of that. And you know, I just really love that we also got the 9 of Earth. So you've got the 10 of Earth and you got the 10 of Air. So it's like angel number 1010, which I think would be really important for you guys to check out as additional oh, hello, where did I go? Message from the angels. So it's really funny. What I was thinking of, I don't know if anybody has ever watched Friends, but I've got something going on with my voice because I've been doing so many readings. And I just was thinking about that episode where Phoebe had a cold and her singing got so much better. And so I was singing Smelly Cat in my head, so I'm sorry. So anyway, moving on. 9 of Earth, it's like, this is like reaping what you've sown, you know, and being very confident that even though there's this sort of ridiculous inner dialogue going on that it might not be a whole lot of fun or whatever, you don't have to worry about it, because your heart is probably 10 times bigger than the debate going on in your head. You know, just focus on how you feel about things. And do you feel abundant? Do you feel like you deserve better in your life? And focus on the feeling, and then the feelings will start to come up and sort of dispel everything else. And once you get to be more adept at ignoring these thoughts that want to distract you from what your real purpose is, and you could think of like an annoying kitten. You know, when you first get a kitten and the kitten's always like attacking your feet and it's all over the place, and you're like, well, that's kind of cute, but I'm just gonna let the kitten do its own thing and maybe give it a jingly ball to play with to get it out of my face for a while. That's what you have to do with all these annoying thoughts. Like, it seems like the closer you get to the thing that you want for yourself, that the more little distractions that the universe will throw at you is kind of like, hey, something's shining over here. Like, are you still going to focus on what you want? Or are you going to look over here and kind of like be distracted while the thing that you really want fades away? So just remember, like, it's a little bit of a test going on for you, and don't worry about it. It's all going to kind of work out. And for some of you, despite yourself, because really like heavy thinking. Aries are heavy thinkers, right? Everything is about the head for Aries. So and I'm doing it now, but you really have a new beginning coming in here. You just have to sort of sit back and let it happen. You don't have to really focus in on anything at all. You can recognize that your brain is just trying to distract you, and you know, you can throw it up something else to think about. And as soon as you start being able to choose your thoughts, that's where you're winning. I forget which Buddhist monk thought, you know, you can take the spotlight that's in your brain and focus it on something else. For me, I put on music to help me sort of get out of that raging inner dialogue, because I've had some pretty good arguments in my head, you know, going back and forth. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm the only one here. So do you know what I'm talking about? So you can really just let that all go. You don't have to pay attention to any of that. Just focus on what you really want and get a little bit sharper on it. And just know here, Ace of Water with the 9 of Earth, really amazing, like, because you're going to be really pleased with what's coming in here, and it's going to be a result of everything that you've ever wanted. So it is coming in, probably taking a little bit too long for like impatient Aries, like, let's go, stamping your feet, come on, you know, hello, I ordered this just like the secret said. So let it go, you guys. Stop showing up for your inner debates. Like, distract yourself with something positive. That's what I'm seeing here for your bonus read, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the cards. So let me know what you think down below in the comments, and you want to take a second to like, share, and subscribe. That would be totally awesome. Love you guys. Peace out.